welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little different. We're doing a tier list. Yep. Of every mob from the game. Now, this is every mob up to 1.20. Not from 1.20.1 or 1.21. It's just mobs up to 1.20. So yeah, it's not every mob, but mostly every mob. There's even some mobs that you had to get from commands. So let's start off with well, hold up. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else to say, but I just can't. But yeah, this is their mob. And now we're gonna begin the tier list. Starting off, God, I don't know. I guess the God, this is actually kind of a tough one to start off with. Oh my God, I'm having such a hard time trying to find which one we should do first. I guess the cow. I can't think of anyone else to say, but the cow, it's okay. Its food source is pretty good. It's one of the classic mobs from, I think, the beta, and like I think it's been in Minecraft for a long time. Like, I think it was first added at like in dev or something. I don't know. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this mob. Oh, before I begin. No, actually, no. I just forgot to say this. This is my opinion. Okay. This is just my opinions. Alright? Do not hate me for this. It's just my opinion. It's my tier list. Just don't judge me. I'm gonna place the cow at a solid B tier. It's okay. Next up, we got the sheep. Now, the sheep, you can make beds from the wool. It's okay. Not really much else to say. I mean, it's a good food source as well. And wolves really don't like them. Yeah, wolves don't like them at all. They'll just eat them. Man, I think I would put them at the same rank as the cow. Maybe at the bottom of B tier, I think. And now for the pig. The pig is an OG mob. I might actually put him in A tier. His food source is good. You can make babies with carrots. Okay. You can ride them. Okay. But yeah. That's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else why you would need a pig. Yeah. Next mob. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him at the bottom of B, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think that fits good. Now for the chicken. Ooh. The good old chicken. You can make arrows out of the. You can make arrows from a chicken's feathers. And they're the only mob out of these four that eating its raw version of its meat actually gives you a negative effect. I think it gives you hunger, from what I remember. So yeah. I'm putting him in C. Yeah. You have to cook their meat to be able to actually eat it. Although you can get arrows. That's the only thing I could think of positive about them. Crap. That's pretty much it for like the OG4, I guess. And now let's do the crap. Hold up. I guess the villager, the good old villager. one of my favorite mobs. I feel bad for the villagers because they always get tortured from like other players' war crimes or something. What? It's so satisfying. But you can get trades from them. They're a really good mob for trading. But overall, that's all I could think of positive about them. They could be found in villages, yeah. I think I'll put them in A tier. I think so. Next up, we got their bodyguard, which is the Iron Golem. I'm a little mixed about the Iron Golem. I'm a little mixed. He's got 100 health points, I think. I wouldn't say it's... I don't know. I might actually put the Iron Golem at... No, because you can get iron ingots. But, though... I don't know. You can get iron ingots pretty easily from them, so never mind. They're actually pretty okay. I would say at the top of C. If I could move this chicken. Okay, there we go. Top of C for me. Next up, we got the zombie. Now, for some reason there are two zombies. I think one of them is a giant, which you could summon a giant in by commands. It's just a giant zombie. So, I can't tell which one's a giant, but yeah, I won't be doing the giant at all. So yeah, I won't be doing the giant, sadly, which is just the mob. I actually make another tier. Hold up. Add row below. Purple. Not included. Look, don't judge my spelling, okay? I'm not good at spelling. But yeah, not included. We're gonna put him here. A giant. Now for the normal zombie right here. Actually, no, hold up. Real quick. Giant. That is not how you spell giant. Giant. Now that is how you spell giant. Okay, there we go. Yeah, giant's at the bottom. He's not the worst mob. I mean, he doesn't even move or do anything, so he probably is the worst mob. But he's got his own tier. Alright, but now for the regular zombie. Once again, pretty good. They could be pretty deadly. Not really, but in packs they kind of can. I don't know. Now the baby zombies, they can be a pain in the ass to deal with. And they can ride chickens. I don't know. I really don't know about the zombie. I would say in the middle of C. Middle of C, because it's an OG mob. Next we got the skeleton. I fucking hate these guys. They're one of my least favorite mobs. Because they just shoot you from a distance and they have such good aim. And they're a pain in the ass to deal with. I'm not going to give them F, but I will give them D. Now that might be controversial, I know, but look, I hate them. I wish they were never added. They're in D. Next up we got, oh man, the creeper. Where do you think the creeper's gonna go? Guess where it's gonna go? That's right, it's getting an F. I'm joking. I would put it in S, but this is my opinion on how good they are. I'm not just gonna put them in just straight up an S for how iconic they are. I'm gonna actually rank it on how good they are in what loot you can get. You know how good they are to beat Minecraft. They drop gunpowder, which you can make TNT out of them. They're scared of cats. They just run away like a little pussy. Overall, I think the creeper would actually go above the pig. Yeah, above the pig. So even though it's even though it's Minecraft's most iconic mob, I'm gonna have to give him a B, because I'm not gonna rank him on how on like how popular they are or how nice they look and all that, or how nostalgic they look. I'm ranking them on how good they are. Next up we got the witch. I will say this, I don't really know that much about the witch. She can throw poisonous potions, which might be kind of a pain in the ass. They can spawn in raids from pillagers, which is this guy right here, and also this big kahuna right here, the Ravager. And witches have their own little structure, which is a witch hut, which doesn't have that much. You can get like a free cauldron, and I think that's about it. I don't know. I'll probably put them at the bottom of D. I would put the skeleton on the top of around D, but the witches, I'm putting them at the bottom of D. That's probably going to be very controversial, but hear me out. Next up, we got the spider. I forgot about the spider. They're not too bad. They aren't too bad. You can get string, fermented spider eye from them. With string, you can make bows and arrows. You can make a bow. And a plethora of different things. I would say the spider's pretty good.
Stop the cap.
I would say he's above the zombie. Actually, no. I think I'll place him below the zombie. I don't know, I'm mixed. I'll just put him above the zombie because his use is actually pretty good. Next up we got oh good god. The squid. What the hell are you gonna use the squid for? What the hell is the squid even for? Why did they even add it? I mean, it's iconic. Okay, it's one of the more classic mobs. But still, it's getting an F. No. Yeah. I'm putting it, yeah, F. There's not any uses for him. It's just an F. Next up, we got the bat. The bat is no different. The bat's also an F. I don't think the bat even drops anything. The bat doesn't even drop anything from what I know of. So yeah, they're both bad. They're both not that good. We got a zombie villager. Zombie villagers, they're pretty much just zombies. But a villager, you can turn them back into a villager and get some cheap deals from saving them. And overall, they're just a zombie version of the zombie. So they're going to go right next to the zombie. I think below the zombie as well. I'm putting it below the zombie because They're pretty much the same thing. Except with the zombie villager, you can actually kind of cure him. Uh, we got the snow golem. Ooh, this guy's kind of cute. Snow golem, it's like an iron golem, but on a budget and made out of snow. But snow golem, he could shoot snowballs, which I think are actually pretty good. I don't know. I don't. He's not. He's a much more cheaper alternative than the iron golem. He's a much more cheaper alternative. I might actually put him right here above the witch. Next up, we got the I don't know. I really don't know. I guess wolves. Wolves, you could tame them to make a pet doggy. Pet doggy no woggy, but okay. Don't know why I said that. They could be good. Good pets. I don't like dogs. I'm more of a cat person myself, but I think they're pretty good. They're pretty good protection. You're gonna need bones from these son of a guns that I hate so much. And you can get a pet dog. I don't think they really drop anything useful though. They're just good for companionship, so which might be good in its own right, but I don't know. I think I might actually put them. I'll put wolves right above the iron golem. Next up, we have got ocelots. Ocelots, you could tame them as a cat, which cats are their own mob in general. But ocelots, you could tame them that have a cat. And they're kind of scared. You can tame them with some fish. Overall, there's not a whole lot. I don't think they drop anything useful as well. I actually don't know. So I might actually put them below the wolf. The ocelot below the wolf. Actually, no. Below the iron golem. Next up, we have got the slime. Oh, good God. Okay. Slimes, they spawn freaking everywhere in super flat. On a super flat world, they spawn freaking everywhere. I'm not joking. There could be millions of them. They drop slime balls. You can make sticky pistons, which is good for redstone. But overall, I can't really think of anything else you could use for slime. With slime, I would have to put them below. I don't know. I actually don't know. I feel like I would put them at the bottom of C tier. No, because the only thing I know that he's good for is sticky pistons, so we're putting him below the iron golem. Next up, we have got Crapidoo. I'm trying to think of which one to choose, but I'm having such a hard time. I guess Wandering Traders. Wandering Traders, they're villagers that just spawn randomly around the world. But their trades are, oh my god, their trades can be awful. Their trades aren't good. Yeah, they're not good at all. And yeah, they're just a villager but worse. So I'm gonna put them. I'm putting them below. I'm putting them at the bottom of C, at the bottom of D, just because of that. Next up, we have the llama. Llamas, you could tame them, I think, and ride them. I don't know a lot about the llama. But I don't think they really have a use. I don't know. So for that reason, I might have to put them at the, like, below the ocelot. I don't know. Next up, we have the Wandering Traders llama. This is the Wandering Traders his llamas. He's got 2 of them. They're just a llama, but with Wandering Trader-esque looking style with them, and they go with Wandering Trader. So I'm gonna put them below. Actually, I'll put them above the normal llama because they look cooler. Next up, we got, I guess, the Enderman. Oh boy, one of my most favorite mobs in Minecraft. I love the Enderman. I love him. I would say he's going in S. Now look, that might be too high. I don't know. But, I mean, he gives you ender pearls, which you can teleport out of a scenario. And you can make Eyes of Ender, which help you open the end and fight the Ender Dragon. It helps you find a stronghold, which will help you try and beat the game. So, Enderman's an S. I don't want to hear it. He's an S tier. Phantoms. Oh boy, phantoms. I think you can get quartz from them. Can you get quartz from them? I have a feeling you can. I don't know. But dude, one of the first mobs to ever be added to Minecraft from a mob vote. It was the first mob to win a mob vote. And I wish they were never added. F tier. I mean, they do have, you can make quartz, which is good for decoration. So I'll actually put them at the top of F. Because they can actually have some use for like building, creativity and all that in creative mode. So I'll put them at the top of F. They're probably they're annoying as hell, but they can have kind of some uses. Not really, but kind of. Next up, we have the horse. You can tame them. You can go around the world pretty quickly. Yeah, it was an old school way of transportation. I would say they would go below the zombie village. Actually, I think they will go above the actual zombie, the normal zombie, and at the bottom, like below the spider, because they're a good way of transportation. Next up, we got the cave spider. These guys are annoying, but I don't think they deserve an F tier. They do have some uses, because they can give you some stuff that are good for potions. I don't know. But I think I would say he would go at the top. I think he would go at the bottom of D tier, in my opinion. Actually, no. I'll put him below the witch. That might be a little bit controversial, but look, they kind of do have a use. Next up, we have, I guess, a mushroom. Mushrooms, they are a freaking rare mob. They can only be found in mushroom biomes, which is a rare biome to find. It's a hard biome to find at all. But overall, they're kind of just like a cow, but you can get mushrooms out of them. And when they get a lightning strike to them, they turn into a brown variant of them. And I think when they get lightning struck again, they turn back to their normal self, which is, the normal red and white. I would say, I definitely don't think he's as good as the cow. As like the normal one, I think he might be a little worse. So I'll put him at the bottom of, I think I would actually put him below the chicken. Yeah, below the chicken. Next up, we got, oh god. I really don't know. I actually don't know. I guess a silverfish. Now, at this point of the video, this is where I get into some of the mobs that I don't really know what they drop or if they have any uses of them. So yeah, I might have a little trouble knowing what they drop and how good they are at this point. So just to hear that for the rest of the video, I don't know. But silverfish, they're annoying. I think the most common spot that they can spawn in is, of course, like infested blocks. But I feel like I would put them here under the squid. Actually, no, below the bat. They're probably the worst mob. Now, endermites. Endermites? Is that what they're called? They're just the silverfish, but they might actually be worse than the actual silverfish. They might actually be worse. I mean, they are an Enderman variant, and Endermans, they don't even like them. So, yeah, they're going in F. They're just the silverfish, but an Ender variant of the silverfish, and is also the smallest mob in the game. I'm pretty sure it's the smallest mob in the game. I don't know. Next up, we got Crappy-doo. I guess the Drowned. The Drowned is once again another zombie variant, like the Husk, which we'll get into later, and just the normal zombie and zombie villager. But they're underwater, and they could swim. You can get tridents from them, which getting a trident from these guys is actually pretty rare. But you can get tridents from them. But fun fact, if you didn't know this, when a zombie goes in water for so long, it'll start to shake. And if it stays in the water for too long, it'll turn to a drowned. And one thing with the Husk, if a Husk goes in water for too long, like a normal zombie, the Husk will turn to just a normal zombie. So, bet you didn't know that. Now, Drowns, I think they might actually be, I don't know. It kind of feels like they're kind of the same level as just the normal zombie. Although, a little bit annoying. They might get a little annoying sometimes in water. But overall, I think they're between the zombie villager and the normal zombie. In my opinion. Because you can get tridents from them. And all that. Next up we got cod. This is a freaking fish. I mean, you can get a cod, which might be good for food. But that's pretty much all they do. Bottom of D. Salmon. Salmon's just the same thing, but I think a little better. So below the Wandering Trader. Tropical fish. They probably are worse than cod. So below the cod. And the pufferfish. Don't even get me started on the pufferfish. They can poison you. D. Bottom of D. And now we got the rabbit. Rabbit's not that good in my opinion. The rabbit, you can get rabbit's foot. Or like jump boost as a potion. They can be good for potions. So I'll actually put him, I think, below the ocelot. Now for the Husk. I was talking about the Husk not that long ago, so I think we should do him. The Husk is a desert variant of the normal zombie, and when he hits you, you get hunger when he hits you. That's pretty much the only difference with him. And I used to use Husks a lot when I made like little zombie apocalypses on my Nintendo Switch, Minecraft Nintendo Switch. Sorry. But yeah, I like them. They don't really have any uses though. They're just the normal zombie, but yeah, they're just the normal zombie. Uh, I'm putting them below the drown. All the zombie variants are just gonna go right here in C tier. Well, maybe except the giant, but I don't know. Well, there's the zombie horse, but we'll get to that later. Next up, next up, let's do the skeleton horse. Skeleton horse. It's just a horse, but a skeleton. How much can you ask for? I think they don't have any uses. You can't get them from a rare event. And I think that's the only way you can get these guys. Is it worth it? Not really, but if you want to look cool, sure. I'll just put them at the bottom. I'll actually put them below the Wandering Trader. Now, zombie horses. Zombie horses, you can't get them normally. You can only get them in creative mode. And not even they have any uses. They just drop rotten flesh. I'm assuming they will. And you can only spawn them in creative mode. So, bottom of F. Bottom of F. It's the skeleton horse, but worse. And you can only get them in creative mode. Next up, we've got the donkey. I can't think of a single thing the donkey can be used for. The donkey, I would say he will go at the bottom of D. Same thing with the mule. The mule's kind of the same thing. Right next to the donkey. They're both similar. Next up, we've got, I think, the turtle. Let's do the turtle. The turtle, you can get a turtle shell, which can be good for water breathing, I think. And they can lay eggs, and you can find them around, like, beach shores. Like beach, like, little beaches. That's where you can find them at. So, they do have a use. They kind of do have a use, so I would say they're good for breathing underwater, which can be actually pretty good if you're trying to find. Actually, no, they're pretty good. I'll actually put them below the snow golem, right below it. Next up, we've got I guess the cat. The cats don't even really do anything. They can spawn in villages too, which is actually kind of cool. Which goes to show you that villagers like cats. Nice. So, yeah. The cats don't really do anything. I'll put them above the skeleton horse. And I do love cats. So, next up we've got I guess I have to start off with some of the illagers now. Let's start off with the Vindicator, which I think, in my opinion, is probably the weakest Vindicator. Actually, no. It's either between the Vindicator and the Pillager. I don't know. No, let's go with the Pillager. I think the Pillager is actually the weakest variant. You know, they can be in raids, and they can be found in pillager outposts. They can't be found in woodland mansions compared to their other ancestors. Although this guy, you can only spawn in with commands, but this guy, pillager outposts, I think they could be an okay find. You can find LAs, which I don't really know that much about. So pillagers, I would say they're below the snow golem. And if I talked about the LA, I think I should put the LA. Now this one's probably going to be very controversial, but look, I don't know much about the LA. I don't know a lot about the LA. So if you want to help me out of what they do, let me know in the comments. So I'm going to put them above the fish. I mean, they can duplicate blocks, so I'll actually rank them higher. Rank them below the cave spider, because I don't really know much about them. Next up, we got the Vindicator. The actual Vindicator this time. Vindicators, they got a little cool Easter egg too. When you name them Johnny, they become aggressive to every other mob, including other hostile mobs. And if you don't know who, and I'm pretty sure that's definitely a reference to The Shining, and I think you should know what scene I'm talking about. That here's Johnny's scene from The Shining. It's got to be a reference to that, without a doubt. But Vindicators, I don't know. I think I'll put them below the Pillager. Next up, we got we've got the Evoker. The Evoker's actually the Evoker's a pretty good one. You can get Totems of Undying. This is the only way you can get Totems of Undying. When you kill them, they can drop it, and you can get a second life when you die. Totems of Undying are a golden item. I would say he's an A tier. I'd say he's above the Villager. I would say that. I mean, he could spawn in Vexes, those little shitheads that can go for freaking walls. But yeah, he drops an item that can be very helpful. Very helpful in survival mode when you're trying to beat Minecraft. So he's going to be very useful. Next up, we've got I guess the Ravager. Actually, no. Let's do the Ravager a little later. I guess the Fox. I don't really know what you can use the Fox for. So they're going to go at the bottom of D. I don't really know. Bees. They don't really have a purpose either. They don't really have anything useful either, except for their nests, which can get you honey? I don't know. They're not really that good. I'll put them below the Wandering Trader. Strays are up next. They're just skeletons, but it's just the skeleton, but way worse. It's just a skeleton, but way more annoying. They're more annoying. Now, for uses. I actually don't know why I put the skeleton in on top of D tier, actually. They can drop bones. You can get a wolf here, which is right here, right next to him. I think that's still... Oh, and you can get like a bow. So, I guess they still take the spot. Now, although strays, I think they slow you down with arrows of slowness. I probably don't think that's what they're called, but I don't know. But they can slow you down with their bows. They are annoying. They're even more annoying than normal skeletons, so we're putting them. We're putting them below the Wandering Trader. They're just a worse skeleton. dolphins. I think they can actually find you some loot underwater. So they do have a use. But they don't really drop anything helpful from what I know of, so we're putting them right here below the cat. Next up, we've got the glow squid. We did the squid, but we're doing now the glow squid. It's just a car passing by. Oh yeah, we're doing the glow squid. Now the glow squid is just the squid, but it could be good for customization. If you love like glowing like signs that can kind of glow squid's okay. I know YouTubers were hyping the shit out of glow squid, which was probably started by, I shall not name, Dream. I hate Dream. Okay, I don't know. Definitely not a big fan of him. No, hey. Which, I'm not trying to hate Dream, okay? I just don't really like it. I don't really like his content all that much. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I'm not. He's a good guy. I don't know. Glow squids, I would say they're actually, I think they're at the top of F. They're still an F because they're pretty much just a squid, but they glow. So they're kind of a better squid in general. They're just a little bit of a better squid. So they go in at the top of F. Next up we have got, I guess we'll do the Illusioner, which you can only spawn by command, so I don't think the Illusioner even has anything useful, to be honest. So the Illusioner is going to go at the bottom of D. But he is actually pretty cool. Next up, we got parrots. Parrots, I don't think they drop anything useful. They're just good companions. So I'm going to put them above the alley. Polar bears. They don't really have use either. I know they get really pissed off when you go near their kid, which is horrifying. But they don't really have a use. They're kind of useless, so I'm putting them below the mule. Next up, we have got a Vex. They're annoying. Annoying little shits. I think they do drop iron sword when you kill them. So, like a free iron sword. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna actually put them above the donkey and below the pufferfish. Up next we have got pandas. What the heck is going on there? Wait, hold up. Why is... Okay. That might be a bug. Yeah, that I think the panda's bugged. But pandas, I don't think they even drop anything either. They're just cute. They eat bamboo. They're just adorable big little guys. So I'm just going to put them above the stray because they're cute. I don't know. They don't really have any uses though. Next up we got frogs. Now frogs, I don't know. When frogs eat like a slime block or a magma block, I think a magma block, they can get a frog lamp, which I like frog lamps. They're pretty cool. But they don't drop anything useful. Just mostly for decoration. So I'll put them right below, like below the parrot and above the ally. Tadpoles, they don't do anything. They grow up into frogs, and that's about it. I would say they would go at the, like, below the fox. So far, D tier is the most common tier. Alright. Let me start getting into some of the nether mobs. So we got the hoglin. Hoglins, you can get pork chop out of them. They're kind of just pigs, but if they had rabies or something, and they were from the nether, they are aggressive. And yeah. They don't really have any uses. They can drop pork chops, so I think I would. Oh, and they're scared of crap, I don't know. I forgot the item called I guess mycelium fungus? No, warped fungus. There we go. I would say they're actually kind of below the pig. Because they're kind of just the pig, but more dangerous. Next up, we got the piglin. Ooh, I might get some hate from this, piglins. They are aggressive, but if you wear, like, golden armor, you can kind of sneak by. And you can kind of trade with them, too, to get some stuff. You can get some pretty OP items when you trade with them. I think you can get, I think you can get even diamonds. Or heck, maybe even netherite. That might be a stretch, but I think they might be able to do that too. I don't know. So I'm going to put them above the sheep. Because they could give you some OP shit sometimes. Next up, we have got the piglin brute. They're a dangerous piglin, and you can't fool them by just wearing golden armor. They will just still see you if you wear golden armor. But they don't really drop anything useful. Not really. So I'm going to put them below the witch. In D tier. Next up, we got a zombified piglin. There we go. I rather prefer to have a zombie pigman, which I miss those. Bring those things back. Because these are worse. Rest in peace to zombie piglins. Yeah, zombie pigments. Sorry. This is zombified piglins. They're kind of just zombie pigmen, but more newer. It's kind of like a zombie pigman 2.0 in design. Overall, they're just kind of like zombie pigments. They can drop rotten flesh. They're kind of just a normal zombie. So I'll actually put them at the bottom of C. And next up, we have a zombified zoglin. Or a zombified zoglin, I think that's what they're called. They're aggressive to anything, even to they're even aggressive to armor stands, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, they'll just attack anything on sight. So yeah, they're dangerous, and they don't drop anything useful. So they're going right next to the zombified piglin. They got a wither skeleton next. They can be good for making the wither, which is this fellow right here. Right below him, conveniently. And wither skeletons, well, they have a rare chance of dropping their head anyway. But they give you wither, which can be kind of dangerous. You can get a stone sword, which is okay. Alright. And they can be found in nether fortresses. So, I'm going to put them. They kind of do have a use to be able to make the wither storm, which makes them okay. So, we're actually going to put them. I'll put them below the wolves. Blazes. Oh, buddy. Blazes. I'm a little mixed about blazes, actually. You can get blaze rods, which is good for potions, and you can get blaze powder, which gives you some Eyes of Ender from this Enderman right here, which can help you beat the game. So blazes are a... I actually kind of regret putting the Enderman in S tier. No, you know what? I'm going to actually put them at the top of A. Yeah. Because these two help beat the game, but they don't give you, like, insanely good loot. Next up, we have got... Oh, I forgot about the magma cubes. They're just slime blocks, but deadlier. But they're good for potions, too. So, I'll actually put them above the pillager. They're kind of a better slime block. Or a better slime. Yeah. A better slime block here. Or a better slime cube. I don't know what... We should move on. Next up, we have got... Striders. These adorable guys. I like them. They're kind of cute. You can find them in the Nether. They can walk on lava pretty fast. They thrive in lava. They don't drop anything useful. They're just a good transportation in the Nether. They're just pretty good transportation. So I'm gonna put them below the horse because they're kind of similar to each other. They're kind of similar to horses in a matter. Next up, we got camels. Camels are a little bit more of a newer mob. Also, I just realized the Sniffer's not here as well. I now just realized that. Anyway. I don't know much about the camels. I know they are a newer mob for sure. I'll put them below. I'll put them right next to the alley. Probably, yeah. Yeah, below. Hold up. Below the frog and above the alley. Because I think you can tame them and ride them. Next up, we got axolotls. These cute guys. They're cute. They're just cute. Once again, they're mostly good companions. They don't really drop anything useful. So I'm going to actually put them... I'm going to put them above the turtle. Yeah. Next up, we've got guardians. Now, I might be biased here. I actually don't really know what they drop. I really don't. I kind of forgot what they drop, actually. They could be spawned in the ocean. And in ancient... No, not ancient. Crap. I really forgot what they drop. I'm going to put them above the turtle and below the axolotl. Ender Guardians. Oh boy. Ender Guardians. I don't really know what they drop actually. They're kind of a boss mob, not really, but I actually put him above the Vindicator. Because I don't really know what he drops. Next up, we got Shulkers. Yep, Shulkers. I think they can drop Shulker boxes, which are good for storage. They're good for potions, I think. And yeah, they're pretty good for storage. Like, they're kind of like a better chest. So I'm gonna put them below the Magma Cube. Next up, we got Ghasts. Oh, these sad big guys. That sounds wrong. Don't judge me. They can drop gas tiers, and you can deflect fire charges and hit the back. They can drop gas tiers, which can be good in potions, but I don't know what potions they can make. Overall, they're kind of a deadly mob, to be honest. I'll actually put them above the turtle. Next up, we got goats. Goats, they can drop goat horns, which are good for like little flutes or sounds. But they don't really have a use. I think you can get milk from them too, like the cows. So I'm actually gonna put them at the bottom of C. All right, we have our last 4 here. Next up, we've got the Ravager. Oh boy, these guys are deadly. They can drop saddles, and they actually don't really drop anything useful. Yeah, they don't really drop anything useful, to be honest. They can only really drop saddles. So I'm actually going to put them. I'm actually going to put them above the Pillager. Next up, we've got the Warden. I love the Warden. The Warden is a freaking powerful mob. Jesus Christ. He was originally going to be in the Caves and Cliffs update, but he was delayed for the Wild update, which I was okay with that. And it's made by the same guy that made the Aether mod back in the day. It's made by the same guy that made the Aether mod, and the same guy that made the Aether mod, he actually works for Mojang now, which is actually kind of cool. And he helped made the Warden. I love the Warden. The Warden, I don't really think he drops anything useful, to be honest. I think he's just I think he's more of an obstacle than anything else. He's more just an obstacle. So I'm actually going to put him at the... I'm actually going to put him above... I'll put him right next to the Strider. Yeah. Alright, we got the 2 actual boss mobs. Let's start with the Wither. Wither. He could drop Nether Stars, which I think is just a trophy, I don't know. Although Withers, I don't think they drop anything useful, though. I really don't know. So I'm going to put them below the Warden. And last but certainly not least, we have the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon is the final boss of the game. And when you kill him, you get an insane amount of XP, and you get an Ender Dragon egg. The Dragon egg, which is a trophy. Since you get an insane amount of XP, he's going in S. He's going in S. Okay? Okay. And that's it. That is my Minecraft mobs tier list. And remember, once again, these are mobs up to 1.20. 1.20 and below are these mobs. There's no Sniffer, though, because the camel was in the same update as the Sniffers, but okay. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and maybe hit that bell to turn on notifications, so you never miss another upload. If you like it, I feel like this was a little bit different compared to my other 4 videos I've done so far. So it's a little bit of different pace. But without further ado, I'm Mr. Broge, and I'll see you on the next video.